Hey everybody, this is Roberto Blake of robertoblake.com, helping you create something awesome today. So in today's video, we're going to talk about YouTube sponsorship and how you make money through YouTube sponsorship and brand deals and what that's all about. So first off, let's get through the disclaimer portion of this video. No sponsors or brands are, sponsoring this particular video. So if I plug anything, it's just my personal opinion and recommendation and not that I'm getting money for it. See, that is an important thing to do in videos. You have to let people know that it is a sponsored video, a sponsored review, a plug, whatever, and you just want to be clear about that so your audience knows what's what and so the FCC doesn't give you crap about it. So understand that that is an important thing that you need to do for your appropriate disclaimers, and that the description is a good place to do that. Sometimes it's just good to just get it over with in the first couple seconds of your video that, hey, today's video is brought to you by blah blah blah. Today's video is brought to you by Emperor Palpatine and the Death Star, now fully armed and operational. See, that's an example of what you could do there. But my point is that you have to be clear and upfront about when content is sponsored. If it's not, you don't always have to say that it's not, but if there's the suspicion that it could be because of a relationship you have with the company, then you want to make that clear upfront any way you can. But let's move on to how you actually make money and get off of these boring rules, because we know I'm not a fan of rules. Anyway, the way that you make money through sponsorship and brand deals is either through direct connection with a brand that you negotiate on your own behalf, and that could mean that they sponsor you by providing you with something to review, and then you just give your honest opinion, and that's that. They might pay you to demonstrate a product and do a tutorial on something, and that's appropriate. If something is a paid review, then your audience has to be skeptical about whether or not you actually value the product, and are you going to say something bad about somebody who's paying you. But the thing is, a lot of cases YouTubers do say the good or the bad about whatever it is they're reviewing, regardless of what they're being paid or not, and brands understand that, and they understand that that's part of the risk they take, and so there's no contract stating that you have to say good things in the video. So understand that that's part of it. You can give your honest opinion of what you do and you don't like, and sometimes they respect the feedback because it means that they can improve. So just understand that that's the context of that. And if you are doing sponsorship deals, make sure you read any fine print with regard to the contracts before you sign anything. Cross out and amend things and remove things from a contract if you refuse to do them, and then you're not obligated to do those things if they agree and they sign and send it back and whatever. So that's that part of it. The other thing I would say is, if you're going to go with a brand platform, the one that I would go with right now that I know is accredited by YouTube and they have a relationship with YouTube is Famebit. There are other ones out there, but I will have a link to Famebit in the description below. And I'm sure there's other ones out there. I'm sure that there are some through channel networks that have marketplaces. But the point is that go with whoever you can get into based on whatever their requirements are. I think Famebit, you only need to have 1,000 subscribers to get in there, and they have a minimum bid system where the minimum bid that you can do to a brand is $50. So the bare minimum, you'd make like $50 minus 10% that they take off the top, so you'd make like $45, and they pay that directly via PayPal within like 72 hours. So you have a really good opportunity to make some money there. As for the money that I've made through Famebit, I've made about $750 to date, starting from December with them. Most of the stuff I did with sponsors was between December and January, and that was interesting. The main thing with that is that they were decent pitches. I think I did like 5 of them, and they were a decent payout for that amount of money to get what I got. But they won't always be that way, and there could be, it's feast or famine sometimes. Sometimes there's not an appropriate product for your audience or your brand personally for you to make a deal with. So a lot of beauty stuff is up in there, but I don't do that kind of stuff, so I'm not going to bring that on the channel, and I'm not going to do products that I don't think you guys are going to care about or that you're interested in. So there's a lot of deals that I turn down, both in terms of people that come to me directly and want me to review something or to try something, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm not interested in that, or you guys wouldn't be interested in that, so I don't do it, and I walk away from that money. The same way that I turn down logo design projects and web design projects from people that wow, I really don't want to work with that company or that type of business because maybe it's something that's I think is harmful to the environment or harmful to human beings. So, I mean, I'm not going to call out any specific industries, but I'm sure you can guess. But, I won't do business with those people, and that's just me. So I walk away from that. You have to do the same thing with your sponsorships. You have to say, who do I want to be in business with? Who do I want to build a relationship with? What do I want to go on record for to my audience and put my credibility on the line for, and do it that way? I would do stuff with Nikon, Adobe, Wacom if they want to do anything. I did something with Western Digital with them sending me the MyCloud. I will do stuff like that. HP. I will do those guys like any day of the week. I will do business with them because I use their products, I value their products, and I like them. And I think that a lot of you guys as creative professionals use them. So why wouldn't I build that relationship and then communicate that value? And I do stuff for free for brands without them giving me any money all the time. Nikon, I did that thing for Got Print because I want a relationship with them to get you guys discounts on printing. So, I mean, there's reasons to do that. Also, you can negotiate for discount codes and things on the behalf of your audience. So they're like, hey, use my code and get 10% off or 5% off or whatever. So understand that you could build that in. Now, what do sponsors and brands look for? I did a video about this already, but I will just say that they look for the average number of views per video. So that's going to need to be high. You need to get that to like maybe 5,000 on average, 4,000 on average to really make sure that you're getting the money you want from people, because they will try and lowball you based on how many views they think you're going to get in the first month. That's the game they play. I understand and I know that, hey, I do long tail content. I might only get 3,000 or 4,000 in the first month or two, but I know at the end of the year that's going to be 10 or 20,000 on that particular video. Let's look at like some of my best videos, like the recent video I did in January. 5 things they don't teach you in graphic design school. That's almost like 12,000 views already. I think it only maybe did 2,000 the first month or something, but now it's been like 3 months as of the making of this video, and it's getting huge views. So sometimes you'll have to explain numbers to them or explain context to them, and don't be afraid to do that in your pitches and really show off the value of your channel. You also got to know your numbers cold, so you got to know your average number of views, you got to know your net subscriber growth every month, so they can do projections off that and see how big you're going to get, and you might want to show them your data. I use Social Blade to be able to show them the stats on my channel really easily, and instead of wrapping that all in there sometimes, I just give them that link. So understand who you want to do business with, how you're going to pitch them and sell them, understand how you create value for them, and you create a win-win situation, and you'll be fine. Now, in terms of how much money you can make, like I said, I threw out some numbers there, but understand that if you're in a position to make unique deals with a brand and you have the value, maybe you can get $1,000 a month to let them do sponsorship across the board on all the videos you're going to put out for that month, and maybe you do more than one sponsorship. Maybe you do 10 sponsors at $1,000 a month. Maybe you have enough views and enough subscribers to merit that. Maybe you have 100,000 subscribers and you're getting like 10,000 views per video and you're putting out 5 videos a week. That's huge. So I would say that a brand should value that at like $500,000, $1,000 a month. So if you get that kind of deal and you get 10 brands on board, you have a business model to now make 6 figures in YouTube. So understand that that's on the table and that eventually you could get there if you're willing to put in the work and create the right relationship. Anyway, I hope you guys really found value in this video. If you have questions about sponsorship, definitely leave that in the comment section and we'll try and answer as much of it as I can. Remember, I have the link for Famebit down there, so make sure you're checking that out if you're interested in a sponsored platform to help you pitch and do things. Anyway, like this video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the other awesome content on the channel. As always, you guys, thanks so much for watching, and don't forget, create something awesome today.